Let's dive into the discussions shaping the nation. To celebrate unity and long-term peace with the objectives of integration and democratic cooperation. They were the objectives of Europe Day, and particularly the objectives of Robert Schuman with his declaration in 1950. And very noble objectives and absolutely essential to underpin the coalescence and the cooperation of European countries over the past 75 years. But we can't forget, and I suppose it's something that's a little bit of a bugbear of mine, is a focus on, or at times an obsession with economic endeavours. But the Schuman Declaration came about bringing peace to Europe in 1950, but it was underpinned by the process of negotiation over coal and steel, with the end result to be not to have warfare and to come about from an economic background to achieve peace. And it was quite risky at the time, and it has been successful. And we have Ireland has been a very grateful and huge beneficiary of the involvement in the European project. But like any good project, whether it's a family project, a business project, a school, a community group, whether it's an island group, whether it's whatever the process is, everything should be subject to review. A re-evaluation, consultation with communities, and as others have said, as I heard upstairs, consultation and communities, and indeed Cathaoirleach in the chair currently, the involvement of people and going back to people, consulting. So I know from the Europe Day website there are many, many activities over this week. The ECB, the Commission, the Parliament, the different agencies have exhibitions, roadshows, etc. But the offering that we have here, unless I've missed it, is quite limited. So again, in terms of consultation and community, I would call where we are, I detect that there is a little bit of scepticism coming in because of a lack of understanding. And to that point, I have to credit the Parliamentary Research Service. The documents that are available and the supports available to us on different issues are absolutely fantastic, and we possibly take them for granted. But when I go back to Meath East and we have different conversations, be it on the doorstep or somebody walks up to you on the street, the level of understanding and awareness on what people are hearing, there's a gap there. And I wonder, in terms of the education piece, whether it's through our schools when our MEPs return, that's an opportunity to give information on Europe Day, to give information on the actual legal framework. Why do we transpose directives? What are the different pieces of legislation, what they go through? Are they directly transposed? Is there debate here? That we use it as an opportunity for education, and then that in itself may help dispel some of the scepticism that is creeping in. Some warranted, some not, but again, we're in the space of disinformation, misinformation, and I think knowledge is power, and where people have more information, there's more understanding. So I would definitely advocate that we go back to communities, whether it's through the roadshow vehicle or through the local authorities, and begin that piece. It would have been civics. I'm thinking 45, 50 years ago in primary school there was such a subject as civics, and this, at the time, it was the EEC that we learnt about. So I think it's a particular area of interest. Again, not to duplicate, but Mercosur, balance for all member states. There are huge advantages to some, but there has to be a balance to others. It's a massive piece in relation to food security, food stability, disease control, health. Migration, another essential piece, again from an understanding and from a fairness perspective. Again, through all of this, through all of the European endeavours, that we retain and we celebrate our Irish heritage, and that there should not be a dumbing down by means of, whether it's through integration or otherwise, that we retain our Irishness. Equally, we respect the heritage and the culture of other people that we encounter throughout the European project.
Minister Byrne.
Like, share, and subscribe, and let us know your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you.